victory during the first overtime period by Ron Flair. And as you know, Georgetown had problems with Seton Hall this past week. It's a very close, competitive conference this year, and there really aren't going to be any breakaway winners. Anything can happen. And those of you who follow betting lines, Royal Connecticut is the mild favorite in this game by a couple of points anyway. So it is a close conference this year. Connecticut not giving Ghost of a chance last year to beat the Redmen down in Jamaica. See what happens this afternoon.
This game here at the Hartford Civic Center, first of a doubleheader. The second game will be Central Connecticut versus University of Hartford. Wondering how many of the 14,000 fans are going to stay and see that. But the Connecticut team are wearing their home whites, waiting for NBC to really get set in this contest. Maybe we wish you to tune in to NBC, but maybe turn down the volume and listen to WHUS in this broadcast. Darak along with Bill Healey on the sound alternative.
Who likes Bucky Waters anyway?
And tonight, after the second game, the Hartford Civic Center are going to have a little bit of trouble. They have to take up the floor. The Whalers are playing here tonight. They really overbooked the Civic Center for this weekend. Both teams getting, with one mild hand, I'm sure more Husky fans here tonight. Connecticut in their home whites going from right to left, and St. John's in their away red uniforms going from left to right. It'll be Wayne McCoy jumping in center versus Chuck Outsinis. Tap is up, controlled by Redmen, and this game is underway. It's George Garrison dribbling the ball. Huskies coming out in a man-to-man defense. Garrison being guarded by Hobbs. Up to the foul line, jumper, and he hits. St. John's takes the lead 2-0 on a Garrison jumper from the foul line. And the Huskies have the ball just getting on the way here from the Hartford Civic Center. Kyle Hobbs dribbling it down the right side. Calling out a play. Bounce pass out. Sinis, top of the key. Jumper, no good. Rebound underneath by McKay. He loses it to Thompson. Thompson's jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath by St. John's. Wayne McCoy dishes it off to George Garrison, and St. John's coming down the other way. Garrison is guarded by Hobbs. Pass the left side over to Gilroy. A whistle on the play. And they're going to call a offensive foul on Curtis Redding for blocking underneath the basket. That's his first and the team's first.
That's right here. He blocked off on Carl Hobbs, who's trying to move off a pick. That'll be the first foul for the team.
And St. John's in a man-to-man defensive alignment as Carl Hobbs dribbles across the timeline. Garrison on him. Top of the key to Corey Thompson. Thompson looks to shoot. Left side to Hobbs. Hobbs looking underneath for Alex. And it's top of the key to McKay. McKay looks to drive off the glass for two. Game tied at 2 as McKay picks up Connecticut's first 2 points. And St. John's has the ball as Connecticut's pressing. Pass goes cross half court. Gilroy with it. Hands it off to Garrison, and Garrison will start up the Redmen attack. Garrison dribbling on the right side, hands it over to David Russell. Russell back to Garrison. Garrison looks to penetrate, gets it over the top of the key to Redding. Redding on the left side over to his teammate Frank Gilroy. Gilroy back out to Redding. Redding dribbles around twice, looking underneath. Lob pass to Russell, intercepted by Thompson. Huskies running it the other way. Hobbs up court, 3-on-2 break. Stops right side to Doolin. Doolin from 20, jumper is good. 2 points for Bobby Doolin. Huskies up 4-2. Full court press. Gilroy dribbles it across half court, now slows it up, hands it over to Garrison, and the Huskies fall back into a zone. It's a 1-2-2 with McKay at the top. Pass on the right side to Russell. Russell top of the key to Garrison. Garrison left side over to Redding. Redding underneath to wide open. Russell slams it home, and we're tied at 4.
That's a good idea, Hale. There's a mismatch on the right-hand side of the Husky defensive zone. Russell all alone. Hobbs is the only man there. They tried to get it to him on the previous play. Weren't able to, but he slammed it home that time.
Hobbs, right side to McKay. McKay holding the ball high with his head over to Thompson. Quickly left side to Doolin. Underneath Alex Sinis. Outsinis, fancy move up once, up twice. Shot off the backboard. No good. Rebound. Chuck. And he misses and he's fouled. Alex Sinis threw up a shot. The ball came right back into his hands. He put it up again, but he missed it, and he was fouled on the play.
That's twice we've seen Alex Sinis handle the ball. As you mentioned, Harold, the Huskies are going to try to get it to him much of the afternoon. The first shot was from the outside, but he was able to get inside that time and pick up his own rebound.
Foul on Wayne McCoy, his first. And Alex Sinis on the line, he hits his first.
Connecticut 4th in the nation in free throw percentage. Alex Sinis the 7th leading free throw percentage in the nation.
72% from the line, and he hits his second. 8-4, Connecticut on top by 4 points, and they're still pressing. Ball inbounds to Redding. Redding gets it over to Gilroy, and Gilroy's being guarded by Thompson as he passes over to McCoy, who touches the ball for almost the first time this evening, except for the tap. And McCoy gives it over to Garrison, and Garrison is now playing the ball up for the St. John's team. A pass right side to Redding, long shot, and it goes in. 8-6. A jumper by Curtis Redding, his first 2 points of the game. And Connecticut quickly brings the ball back the other way. Carl Hobbs dribbling around top of the key, left side over to McKay. McKay looking to lob it underneath, he gets it out. Sinnis slams it home for 2. Nice play, McKay to Alex Sinnis. For Chuck, that's his 4th point. Give McKay a nice assist. And St. John's easily breaking the Huskies' press again. McCoy on the left side. Dribbles in, bounce pass out to Garrison. And St. John's not really ready to get that running game going, as they've had to slow it up each time. Redding, left side to Gilroy. Gilroy looks underneath, gets it out to Redding again. Redding lobs underneath to Russell. He can't hold on to it, and Doolin comes up with the ball. Doolin running it the other way. 4-on-3 break. Bounce pass left side to McKay. Jump from 20. Bang! 4 points for McKay. Someone's woken him up these past 2 games. Huskies on top by 4. 10-6. Gilroy across half court. Streaking 2-on-2 break. He slows it up. Gets it out to Garrison. And again, St. John's is going to slow it up. Connecticut falls back into his zone. Garrison looks to get underneath. Right side to Russell. Russell looks to get it out. Gets it to Garrison. Underneath. Off Gilroy. And out of bounds. Connecticut's ball.
And Luke Carnesecca is going to call a timeout. So we've got to break it into the action with a score. Connecticut 10 and St. John's 6. We'll pause for this. Bill Healey back with Harold Darak from the Hartford Civic Center. 16:28 to go in the first half. Connecticut leads St. John's 10-6. Statistician Mark Woodrow points out St. John's has committed 4 quick turnovers. Harold, they've all come as a result of St. John's trying to get the ball inside. Connecticut has sagged back in their zone defense, but St. John's has been very ineffective in getting the ball inside to Russell and McCoy. And I'm sure that's what Luke Carnesecca is talking to the Redmen about right now.
Well, Russell's really only handled the ball once, and that was on the slam dunk, and McCoy has not gotten the ball within 20 feet of the basket. So I'm sure they're going to try to push that ball underneath, work it in, take some time. They haven't started their running game either, and that's one reason St. John's is down by 4. But credit that UConn defense, 10th in the nation, in holding down their players, so the other team from scoring, and they're doing a fine job. But when they go in their transition from just switching from man-to-man to a zone defense, and they're holding St. John's pretty well, but we'll have to see how the game progresses.
A lot of people in the Big East feel you have to play St. John's in the zone, let them try to shoot over it. That's their weakness. Of course, last year they had Rencher who could shoot over the zone. They don't have him this year, and they'd rather get the ball inside. So Connecticut is going to stay in the zone as long as they can handle it, as long as they stay on top.
And one other quick thing to point out, Mike McKay shooting with a lot more confidence these last 2 games. He hit 19 versus BC on Wednesday, and he came out firing before he was a little tentative, looking where he was going to shoot, where he was going to pass to, not even looking for the basket sometimes when he got the ball. But he looked to drive once, come up with 4 quick points. Alex Sinnis with 4 more. Connecticut on top 10-6 with 16 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here in the first half. Connecticut's ball.
Here's another statistic, Harold. St. John's has no rebounds early in the ball game.
Hobbs crosses half court, dribbles towards the left side, still in the man-to-man defense. Top of the key to McKay, he shoots again, and it's in and out. Rebound underneath on top by Hobbs, and Connecticut gets an offensive board. Hobbs dribbling the ball around, looking to set up a play. Now he gets it to Alex Sinnis, top of the key, underneath for Thompson, bang! Nice play from Chuck Alex Sinnis, who was set to shoot, and he dished it under nicely to Thompson. Steal almost, but Gilroy comes up with it, and St. John's controls the ball, but they're had a little bit of trouble there with Connecticut's press. Play on the left side, it's Curtis Redding dribbling up towards the middle, gets it over to Garrison, right side to Russell, back out to Garrison. Garrison looking to drive, gets it over to Redding. Redding into the left corner for Gilroy. Gilroy dribbles out and around, gets it over to Redding. Redding underneath to McCoy, turnaround jumper, touched once, and a whistle on the play. And a foul called on McKay. I really can't believe that one, but the referee had a better position than we did.
Don Purno has been using McKay at the top of the defense to help out Hobbs and Doolin on his own. And it's really surprising that they haven't gone underneath to Russell and Gilroy as much as they have, because it's really mismatched there. They seem to have the advantage.
And they got underneath to McCoy on that one. He's following a play, and he'll be shooting 2 from the line. He misses the first as it falls short. Connecticut 12, St. John's 6. 15:40 to go in the first half. McCoy on the year, shooting 79%, misses the second one, and Doolin comes up with the rebound. Doolin crosses half court, lob underneath McKay, but he can't handle it as it goes over his head. Turnover for Bobby Doolin, and St. John's will take the ball inbounds. Inbounding ball Garrison. He gets it over to Redding. Redding left side to Gilroy. Gilroy quickly over to McCoy. And St. John's easily again breaks Connecticut press on the left side. Dribbling out front. Now it's George Garrison. Garrison dribbling towards the right side. Huskies 1-2-2. Left side to Gilroy. Gilroy from 20. Off the rim. No good. Tapped up by McCoy. It's still on the ground. And Russell puts it up and in. No boxing out there for the University of Connecticut Huskies as they got a couple of quick rebounds. And for Russell, that's his 4th point of the afternoon. Hobbs, left side to McKay. McKay looks underneath, gets the top of the key to Alex Sinnis, who's about 25 feet from the basket. Hobbs on the left side looking to drive, now slows it up in a travel called on Carl Hobbs.
Good call. Hobbs shuffled his feet as he looked to pass and then decided better and decided to dribble the ball, but couldn't get it all to work.
St. John's with their quick passes easily breaks Connecticut's press. Gilroy coming in on two people. He misses it, slammed in by McCoy, but he'll get a technical as McCoy slammed in the rebound on a beautiful play. But Connecticut will go to the foul line to shoot the one free throw. It's now Connecticut 12, St. John's 10. Let's see who's going to shoot that free throw. I'm sure it'll probably be Cornelius Thompson. Nice play by McCoy. He really didn't even settle down. He just jumped up in the air and slammed it home for McCoy. That's his second point.
Then again, Harold, it shows that Connecticut wants to break that zone. They had Gilroy taking the 20-footer, although McCoy was not boxed out and had an easy slam.
Thompson shoots 82%, connects on the free throw. And the Huskies, who had not been connected as of late with their free throws, are about 3 for 3 from the line today. They have a 3-point lead in the ball. Thompson also has 3 points, 14:57 to go in the first half.
Quickly, Norm Bailey checks into the lineup, replacing Mike McKay.
Hobbs dribbling the ball around, looking underneath, looking to make a move. Bounce pass to Thompson at the right side. Jumper good. Thompson has 5 points. Huskies on top by 5, 15-10. Alex Sinnis with the steal at half court. He's dribbling the ball around, slows it up, gives it to Hobbs, and for the first time, the Huskies press works. Crowd going wild as the Huskies put on some nice defense, and Hobbs has the ball. Right side to Bailey. Bailey at the foul line. Left side to Hobbs. Hobbs looking to force it underneath. Now gets a bounce pass underneath to Alex Sinnis. Turnaround jumper from 10. Bang! 17-10.
Alex Sinnis really forced up that shot. 6 points on the afternoon. Shouldn't have taken it, but it was a nice turnaround jumper to win. McCoy was all over him. Whether he got it in.
Huskies fall back into their 1-2-2 zone, and it's George Garrison dribbling around right side to Russell. Russell really hasn't touched the ball much at all today. Back out to Garrison, over to Redding. Redding left corner to Gilroy. Gilroy a long jumper. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound out. Sinnis a whistle on the play and a foul called on number 11, David Russell. It's amazing. St. John's has not gone to their bench once in 7 minutes of play. Make that 6 minutes of play. First foul for Russell, and third on the team.
They're just not as deep as they were last year. That may be one reason why.
Hobbs crosses half court. Dribbling the ball around, right side to Norm Bailey. Bailey looking to get the ball underneath, top of the key to Bobby Doohan. And the Huskies looking to work the ball in nicely, and they've done it pretty well throughout this game. Hobbs now with the ball at the top of the key. He's calling out a play, trying to get someone to help him out. Big guy set on the right side by Corny Thompson. Hobbs goes down low in the pick and roll. Jumper up, no good, but a foul. Oh, a nice teamwork effort there by Corny Thompson and Carl Hobbs. As the pick and roll went underneath the Corny, but he was fouled on a play by Gilroy, and Cornelius will go to the line to shoot again.
Well, that's the fourth team foul for St. John's. Connecticut having only committed one foul so far. Far from foul trouble. St. John's got to be a little more careful the rest of the first half.
Thompson's already 1 for 1 from the line, shooting at 81% or 82%, and he hits the first of 2. 18-10. Huskies open up their biggest lead of the half with 13 minutes and 33 seconds to go here at the Hartford Civic Center. Thompson hits his second, 19-10, and St. John's has the ball. 9 points for the big man from Middletown, Connecticut. And Garrison looking to inbounds the ball. He bounce pass into Russell. Russell quickly gives it over to Gilroy. Gilroy, long pass to McCoy. And St. John's breaks the Huskies press one more time. Garrison with the ball, calling out a signal to set up a play. Right side over to Redding. Redding looking underneath, top of the key to Garrison. Garrison looks to drive. Now bounce pass left side to Gilroy. Gilroy tried to go down low. McCoy comes up with it. He tricks a jumper from 10 and he hits. 19-12. McCoy almost lost that ball to a Husky, but he gets it back and hits his fourth point of the first half, and Connecticut brings it down the other way. It's Bailey on the right side, holding the ball high above his head. Thompson looks to go underneath, but he passes out to Hobbs. A long jumper, swish! 21-12. And for Hobbs, that's his first 2 points of the evening. And St. John's facing the Huskies press one more time. It's Mr. Russell dribbling across half court, gives it over to George Garrison. Garrison now dribbling with his left hand, left side over to Redding. Redding around the top of the key, looking underneath for Russell. Loses the ball, gets it knocked away by Bailey, but he regains Feeds it left side over to Gilroy. Gilroy looked to drive, but decided not to. He gets the ball back again from Redding, and both of those players are passing the ball back and forth. Redding faced the basket, looks to underneath to McCoy, but Thompson got a hand on it, and he also got McCoy in the back, so he'll get called for a foul. That's his first personal, and for the team, that's their second. Statistician Mark Boudreau doing a fine job here in the first half from the Hartford Civic Center.
Well, while we have a break, let's remind people to stay with us at halftime. We have a couple of interesting guests, and the subject will be hockey, or rather soccer. It'll be Tom Nevers with a tape interview, and Randy Pearsall, who is the public relations director for the Hartford Hellions, will be here to talk to us about the problems that the Hellions seem to be having here in Hartford. Tom Nevers, as you remember, played soccer for Connecticut through 1977, was their captain in that season. Connecticut was, or rather, St. John's, I believe, was taking a timeout, or it might be a TV timeout. Connecticut leads 21-12 with 12:28 in the first half. Running down the scoring very quickly. Thompson leads the game with 7 points. Alex Sinnis has 6. McKay following with 4. Julian with 3. And Carl Holmes with 2 points. Let's check that. Courtney Thompson has 9 points.
Was a TV timeout, but I'm sure Lou Carnesecca still has to talk to his men. He's down by 9 points with 12 and a half minutes to go in the first half. They're not getting the ball down low. Huskies doing a fine job denying the ball down to their big men, and their guards not as good as last year's combination of Reggie Carter and Bernard Renscher. Will not be shooting from the outside as much, and the Huskies will get to sag down on the zone. Let's check that one more time. Courtney Thompson has 7 points. That's having all sorts of problems counting. It doesn't matter. On the board, it's 21-12, and that's the official score, and that's what we have here. And the St. John's will take the ball underneath their own basket. The ball is inbounds to number 12, Kevin Williams, who just checked in the game. He gets the ball back on the pass. He quickly throws up a shot. He misses. Rebound tapped up by McCoy. Almost settled down by Russell, and Russell does get it. As Perdo's calling for a foul on Russell, as Russell smacked into Bobby Doohan, but St. John's has the ball on the offensive rebound. It's George Garrison. Right side over to Williams. Williams looking to drive, gets it back out to Garrison. Left side over to number 22. Player pass thrown underneath, and Thompson comes up with it. So Player and Williams checking into the game on that timeout. Connecticut coming down with the ball on the other end. It's Bailey. Top of the key to Thompson. Thompson left side to Doohan. Doohan pass underneath to Sinnis. And here's the goaltending call. Doohan looked like he was going to shoot. Got underneath the chuck out Sinnis. And it was goaltending all the way on St. John's. Huskies open up an 11-point lead. Connecticut 23, St. John's 12, and St. John's has the ball. Kevin Williams dribbling the ball. Almost gets double team. Gets it over to Garrison. Garrison right side to Russell, and Russell crosses half court. Russell leaves the ball back to Garrison. Garrison slowing it down. Huskies in a 1-2-2 compact zone. Player on the left side looking underneath. Gets it out to Williams. Williams back to Player. Player of jumper. No, he fakes it underneath to Russell, and he slams it home. So the Huskies having some problems there as it looked like Player was going to shoot, but it was wide open for Russell. It's 23-14. And it's Connecticut on top by 9 points. For Russell, that's his 6th point. Hobbs on the left side. Top of the key to Thompson. Underneath Alex Sinnis. He dribbles once. Turn around. Jumper off the board. Bang! And he's fouled.
Just fine control by Chuck Alex Sinnis. Got the wrong side. Dribbled once. Went up and had it. Hacked on his hand, but he held on and put it through. Forced the shot in on a layup. And for Alex Sinnis, he's going to go to the line again and could give Connecticut their largest lead of the afternoon. They lead now by 11.
Second foul for David Russell, the 5th on the St. John's team. Alex Sinnis now has 10 points. Giscombe checking into the game for Carl Holmes, giving the freshman from Cambridge, Massachusetts a little well-deserved rest. Hobbs has 2 points so far. And we'll see a little more outside shooting with Giscombe in there. He's been maybe shooting a little bit too much from the outside in the last couple of games. Alex Sinnis puts in the 3-point play. Huskies up on top by 12, 26-14 with 11:22 remaining here in the first half. It's George Garrison passing the left side to Player, Player back to Garrison, and the Huskies fall back into what looks like a 2-1-2. Garrison, top of the key to Williams. Williams left corner to Player. Player drives, and he throws up a shot, puts it in, and he's fouled. Foul called on the big man from Morris, Connecticut, Chuck Alex Sinnis. That's his first. And St. John's Redmen cuts the Huskies' lead to 10 points, 26-16.
Once again, only 3 fouls for the Huskies in the half. St. John's has to be careful. They're at 5. 2 more puts them over the limit.
Misses a three-point play. Alex Innes comes up with the rebound, and St. John's have been having a bad time from the free throw line, and that's one reason they're down by 10 points. Just go right side to Bailey. Bailey bounces the ball once, gets it over to Bobby Doohan, and Doohan back to Bailey. 10 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the first half. Thompson, top of the key, underneath to Alex Innes from Doohan. He fakes a punch, shot up, and good! Oh, Chuck scoring from underneath, and he is awesome versus these Big East teams.
He's really intimidating McCoy in there. McCoy is not challenging him. Alex Innes going up for the head fakes. McCoy is laying back and letting Alex Innes shoot over him.
St. John's with the ball. Player, top of the key, over to Williams and Garrison. Garrison now controlling over to McCoy. Top of the key, knocked away from by Gisco, but he regains it and passes over to Player. 10:24 to go. Huskies on top by 12. Garrison slows it up. Top of the key, right side over to Williams. Williams looking to drive. He's being guarded by Doohan. Pass out and around the Player. Player looks to shoot. Now he holds up. Dribbles the ball once. Bounce pass underneath to Williams. Williams fakes up once, throws up a shot, and it goes off the boards in for 2. 28-18 for Williams. That's his first 2 points of the night. Or afternoon, I should say. Giscombe crosses half court. St. John's still playing man-to-man, even though McCoy is being intimidated by Alex Innes. Bounce pass to left side to Bailey. He almost loses it. It's on the ground. He picks it up and he gives it over to Doohan. Doohan quickly passes it to Thompson. And Thompson gets it out to Vern Giscombe. And Connecticut will start up the offense one more time. Giscombe tries to dribble around one man. Bounces past to Bailey, but he should be caught for traveling, and he is, as Bailey took a train to the basket before he took that shot. 28-18. Connecticut on top by 10 with 9 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first half. St. John's inbounds the ball. Garrison being guarded tightly by Giscombe. Bounces the ball past half court and is still dribbling. Pass top of the key to McCoy, who's posting up high. Gets it back out to Garrison. Garrison calling out plays. Connecticut now playing man-to-man as Russell drives to the basket. He is fouled on the way as Bailey, instead of stepping in and taking the offensive, tried to block his shot. And so he'll go to the line. That is David Russell to shoot a pair of free throws.
Good looking move by Russell, the left-hander. Was on the right side of the key, drove through lane on the left-hand side and loaded up. Didn't go in, but he's going to get 2 shots from the line. Connecticut leads 10 points, 28-18.
Russell down the line to shoot the 2 free throws. St. John's, I don't think, is connected on 1 free throw all day, and again they miss again. We'll check the statistics. They have not hit all day from the free throw line. Bruce Kaczynski and Mike McKay checking in the game for Chuck Alex Innes and Norman Bailey. Alex Innes has 13 points, and Bailey failed to score in his tenure into the game, and Russell hits his second one, 28-19. St. John's not even putting any token pressure on the Huskies. Now they look like they're going to try a half-court trap. Bobby Doohan quickly passed the ball to Thompson, right side to McKay. Quick passes, breaks the press as Kaczynski ends up with it in the corner. Wild pass out to Giscombe. He'll have a 28-foot mark. He gets it to Doohan. Long cross-court pass to McKay. Jumper from 25. Bang! Oh, McKay is hot. 30-19. Huskies on top by 11. McKay has 6 first-half points. Garrison dribbling the ball around, guarded by Giscombe, looking to get around Giscombe. Pass the left side to Player. Player slows the ball up, gets it over to Garrison. Garrison dribbling around. Huskies fall back to the 2-1-2. Garrison dribbling towards the right side, looking to bounce past McCoy. Instead, pass it over to Williams. Williams back to Garrison. Garrison underneath, loses the ball off the hands of the Connecticut Huskies. It goes out of bounds, and St. John's will come up with it.
Harold, here's the reason Connecticut is leading right now. They have missed only 3 shots from the field, shooting just horribly here in the first half, getting the shots they wanted, and they've really taken it to St. John's. They've had their game plan work so far. Player looking inbounds the ball, but there seems to be some altercation on the floor between McCoy and McKay. The 2 Macs on the ground on the floor, now vying for a position, and now Bruce Kaczynski gets in on it, and they all want the same spot on the floor, but there's a lot of room on that floor. And I guess they like the position right under the basket. Bounce pass goes into Kevin Williams. Williams passes out top of the key to Larry Washington, who just checked into the game. Washington is a 6-foot junior guard who comes out of Brooklyn, New York. With the ball on the right side now is Dave Williams, as they're just passing around the perimeter. Washington over the Player, left side, as he's dribbling the ball around. Now he holds it up, gets it out to Williams, and Connecticut's 2-1-2 zone is keeping St. John's out of the perimeter. They're not even looking underneath. With the ball on the right side now is Washington. Underneath to Williams. His shot is no good. Whistle and a foul called on Mike McKay.
McKay gets the foul. Huskies are not over the limit. For McKay, that's his second foul. And for the team, that's their fifth. Now checking into the game, William Goodwin, and St. John's going to the bench a lot more. In for Wayne McCoy.
Even though we're behind here, St. John's has been patient. They've only taken 14 shots through the 12 minutes here in the first half.
Goodwin gets the ball past top of the key to Larry Washington. Washington over to Player, and Player hands the ball over to Kevin Williams. Williams on the right side over to Washington. Washington cross pass goes out and around underneath to Goodwin. Goodwin over to Player. Player top of the key to Williams. Right side to Washington. Washington fakes up once, looks to shoot, but Kaczynski's all over him, and the crowd loves it. Pass the left side to Player. Player out top of the key to Williams. Williams back to Player. Player cross-court pass over to Washington. Washington fakes up once, dribbles around, and Huskies still keeping the Redmen out. Now dribbling the ball out is Williams. Left corner to Player. Player slows it up, and the crowd is now going wild here at the Hartford Civic Center. Player again looking to go cross court. Tries to drive out top of the key to Williams. Williams back to Player, and the crowd still going nuts. It's Williams, right side to Washington. Shuffle from 20, in and out, rebound. And a whistle on the play. A foul on Russell. Third foul on David Russell. 14,000 screaming fans at the Hartford Civic Center. We'd like to remind you it's 2 o'clock and you're listening to WHUS Stores, Connecticut, but there's a timeout on the court. So, with 7 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the first half, it's the Huskies of Connecticut 30, the St. John's Redmen 19. Let's pause for this timeout. Connecticut 30, St. John's 19. Harold Darak along with Bill Healey and Mark Boudreau. 7 minutes and 26 seconds ago in the first half, and I have to believe that Don Perno is more than pleased with his team showing here tonight, or this afternoon, as Connecticut's doing almost everything right, shooting well from the floor, shooting well from the free throw line, playing absolutely fantastic defense. The only thing that hasn't worked so far for the Huskies has been the press, because St. John's is just passing right through it, but it hasn't affected the Huskies at all. They're still up by 11 points. With 7.5 minutes to go.
That's a good analysis, Harold. Everything has been going right for the Huskies, especially the things that they have not been doing previously, and that includes getting the ball inside. They have done it with ease today. And as we mentioned, McCoy and Russell seem to be intimidated. They have not been defensive factors so far. Alex Sinis and especially McKay have been there all day.
Huskies now going to inbounds the ball for the first time. We're going to have a man-to-man full-court pressure employed by the St. John's Redmen. It's Vern Gisco who's being pressured very tightly by Larry Washington. Gilroy is back in for the St. John's team as he reshuts into the game. It's Vern Gisco with the ball on the left side. He passed the ball on top to Corey Thompson. Thompson is dribbling the ball far away from the basket, and St. John's seems to be using a man-to-man press to their advantage. It's now Bobby Doolin dribbling the ball around. He gets over to Mike McKay, jumper for 20. Oh, it's in and out. Rebound, foul for it. Kaczynski comes up with it, shoots the ball off the side of the backboard, out to Doolin on the rebound. Bang! Oh, Bobby Doolin from the three-point mark. Huskies up by 4. Huskies up by, more than 13 points, and St. John's has the ball. Nice offensive rebounding there for the Connecticut Huskies as St. John's brings the ball across half court. Larry Washington dribbling the ball around, passing the right side to Ron Player. Player out top to Washington. Gilroy falls on the ground underneath. Pass goes to the right side, and dribbling and driving down is Goodwin for the whistle on the play, and Thompson flying to the referee on the foul that was called underneath. Kaczynski got called for the foul, but Thompson didn't like the call one bit. And it's a 16 foul for the Connecticut Huskies. One more, and they'll be in the bonus situation. But since Goodwin was fouled in the act of shooting, he will go to the line to shoot 2. 6.5 minutes to go. Connecticut 32, St. John's 19. This is his first. It's incredible how many foul shots the Redmen have missed. Chuck Sinis rechecking into the game for Cornelius Thompson.
St. John's is 1 for 6 on the foul line here in the first half.
And I believe Lou Carnesecca might not go talk to him at halftime. He might just put him out on the foul line and tell him to practice. Goodwin connects on the second one and cutting the Huskies' lead to 12 points, 32-20. Huskies inbound the ball. Gisco being guarded by Larry Washington. Tries to dribble around. You can see the half-court trap coming. Pass the right side of Doolin. Doolin over to McKay, deep into Husky territory. And they they break the press easily. Now it's Giscombe dribbling the ball around. Right side to Doohan. Doohan holding the ball high above his head over to Giscombe. Giscombe, who hails from New York, where a lot of these players on the St. John's team comes from, might feel right at home here against St. John's. Pass underneath Alcides. Turnaround jumper off the board. No good. Rebound underneath by McCoy. That's one of his first rebounds of the game. Quick outlet pass to Washington, but Doohan got him, and there's a foul on the play. Doohan picks up his first foul. That puts the Huskies over the limit. Every shot now, or every foul rather, will send St. John's to the line for the remainder of the first half. And for the first time, I believe, in this whole game, Wayne McCoy pulled down a rebound, at least on a defensive end. Washington on the line to shoot the 1-1. He misses. Rebound underneath McCoy. Jumper up. No good. Still on the rim. Falls through. So McCoy gets the 2 points. 32-22. But again, St. John's missed a foul shot. And Connecticut coming down the other way. It's Giscombe and Doohan pass the ball back and forth as they lob it over the head of Larry Washington. Doohan back to Giscombe again, and Giscombe over to Doohan. Doohan right corner to McKay. McKay dribbles the ball down, puts it on the ground, gets it over to Doohan again. And the Huskies pass the ball around as St. John's falls back into his own. Giscombe from 20, partially blocked, pulled down by Gilroy. Gilroy outlets it to Washington. Washington comes down the court 3-on-2. Left side over to Goodwin. Goodwin puts it off the backboard. In for two. It's now 32-24. Connecticut's lead cut to 8. And for William Goodwin, that's his third point of the night. Doohan brings the ball across half court, gets it to Giscombe. 5:18 to go in the first half. Bounce pass right side to McKay. McKay looking to shoot. Now he doesn't. Behind the back pass over to Giscombe. Top of the key to Alcides. Back to Giscombe. Corner to McKay. Long jumper. Off the rim. Rebound underneath by St. John's. It's Clare who pulls that one down. Baseball pass down and away from William Goodwin. It goes out of bounds, and Connecticut will get the ball back, and they have a few players coming into the game.
It'll be Thompson and Hobbs checking back into the Connecticut lineup. St. John's has whittled the UConn lead to 8. They're going to bring back the thoroughbreds. So we've got a timeout on the court with 5:02 left in the first half, and Connecticut on top by 8. We'll pause for these messages. Bill Healey back with Darak from the Hartford Civic Center. Connecticut still sitting on top by 8 over St. John's. 5:02 left in the first half. Well, at halftime, we'll be speaking with Randy Pearsall, Public Relations Director for the Hartford Hellions. We also have a special treat, a taped interview with Tom Nevers, who also plays for the Hellions. Got that interview last night as the Hellions defeated the Baltimore Blast 4-2. In the basketball game, 7 turnovers for St. John's to complement a 2-for-8 performance from the free throw line, and that is why they have only 24 points here in the first half. We also have this time let us thank Kevin Kranick, the Space Commander, for letting us preempt him this afternoon from 1 to 4. You can hear Kevin throughout the year 1 to 4 on Saturday afternoons playing you rock music, and he takes all requests. After the game will be the unnamed special, and stay tuned to listen for that from 4 to 7. Connecticut inbounds the ball. Carl Hobbs gets it. He's being guarded man-to-man by Larry Washington. He makes a nice spin move, and he crosses half court. And Hobbs is now starting up and playing quarterback for the Husky team. Hobbs dribbles right in between two ball players. Bounce pass down low to McKay. He goes up with the big man, but he's called for a travel before the shot. That would have been a nice play by Mike McKay if he could have come down disciplined, but he didn't really take that shot very well as he was shuffling his feet before he even moved. Dribbling the ball down the other way is Larry Washington. Huskies now into another zone. McCoy, top of the key, turnaround jumper off the rim. No good. Rebound tapped up and controlled underneath by St. John's. Shot up, and it goes in off the hands of William Goodwin. Goodwin comes up with his 5th point of the afternoon. 32-26. St. John's closes to within 6. The closest they've been since the beginning of the game. Hobbs dribbling the ball around. Huskies with their starting lineup in the game. Thompson right side to Doohan. Doohan looks to shoot from one, but pass underneath to McKay. McKay back out to Doohan. Doohan looking for some movement in the Husky offense. Dribbles down low on the right side. Gets it out to Thompson, and Thompson hands it back over to Doohan. 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first half. Doohan now goes all the way around, dribbles to the left side. Carter second almost came out and played him. Pass to Alcides. It's off the board for 2. Oh, beautiful move by Chuck Alcides, who took that shot from his stomach. Put it up and in. 34-26 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half. St. John's dribbles the ball across half court. Goodwin gets the ball top of the key to Washington. Washington dribbling around. Huskies 2-on-2. Right side to Flair. Flair holding the ball high over his head. Doohan trying to get it. Gets it over to Washington. Top of the key. Left side over to Goodwin underneath to McCoy. Wide open. Looks to slam it. Blocked by McKay. Huskies coming down the other way. It's Hobbs doing it, and he's followed by Gilroy. Listen to the crowd. Mike McKay stands only 6'6". And once again, he challenged the big guy. McCoy had a free lane to the hoop. 6'8" aircraft carrier went up to slam him. McKay was there to meet him. Brought back the Huskies. And here, this place going nuts.
Doing to McKay. Check out, McKay gets a nice hand. Coming in is Glenn Miller. And number 30, Norm Bailey, Mike McKay's twin, as they like to call him. And Hobbs will go to the line to shoot the 1-1. He is shooting 78% from the foul line, trying to up Connecticut's lead by more than 8. Hobbs hits. Let me tell you, Hobbs is tough for a freshman from the foul line. Nothing much bothers him. Connecticut on top by 9, 35-26, 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Hobbs hits the second. Connecticut on top by 10. And St. John's inbounds the ball. And Connecticut three-quarters court press. Coming down with it is Larry Washington. We haven't seen George Garrison since the beginning of the game. Connecticut 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Goodwin with the ball on the left side. Top of the key over to Washington. Right side to Redding, who just checked in the game, and over to Flair. Flair looking to get underneath to McCoy. Having some problems. Gets it over to Redding. Russell's been out of the game for quite some time. Now top of the key to Washington. Left side over to Goodwin. And Goodwin dribbling around. Bounce pass underneath. Off the foot of Corey Thompson. Nice defensive play by the big man. And St. John's will get the ball out in front of press row with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first half. Washington inbounds the ball to Redding. Back to Washington, left side. Washington looking to force the ball underneath. Dribbles once. Now takes a jumper from 15 off the boards. No good. Rebound, Chuck Alex Innes. Chuck throws the ball up. Bounce passes over to Carl Hobbs, and Connecticut will try to up their lead. They're on top 36-26. And this crowd is behind them 100%. Huskies with a record of 11-1 versus St. John's with a record of 11-2. Hobbs holding the ball high above his head. Over to Miller. Miller back to Hobbs. Hobbs top of the key. Hobbs dribbling around, dribbles through his legs a couple times. Now he goes to the right side, and a little bit of a motion offense for the Huskies. Hobbs now picks up his dribble, gets it over to Bailey, almost stolen, but Bailey still controls it. And he holds the ball up, bounce pass to Hobbs on the right side, and the fans calling for a St. John's foul as Bailey got knocked around a few times. Hobbs now dribbling the ball out, and a foul now called on number 35, William Goodwin, who has been on Bailey, and there's some discussion underneath the Connecticut basket. First foul on Goodwin, but Bailey should be going to the line to shoot the 1-1. As Goodwin and Bailey are exchanging words, and now Bailey goes to the foul line.
Connecticut put on sort of a tentative stall there. They looked for the best shot they could get, passing the ball on the perimeter. It was a motion offense, as you correctly identified. And that time Goodwin, a little frustrated, grabbed Bailey as he went on towards the hoop.
And there's a timeout on the court. So with 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in the first half is Connecticut 36, St. John's 26. We'll be back right after this. UConn 38, St. John's 26. Hobbs left side over to Bailey. Bailey looking underneath, gets it to Thompson, top of the key. Thompson left side over to Hobbs. Hobbs now calling out signals, trying to get the ball underneath. Gets it over to Alex Innes, top of the key. Jumper, no good. Rebound underneath. Redding and St. John's with a 3-on-1 break. Redding on the left side, looking for Goodwin. He loses his dribble, and they're going to have to slow it up. And Redding picks the ball up, and St. John's goes into their offense as the Huskies go into their defense. 2-1-2 defensive alignment for the Huskies. It's Washington, right side over to Redding. Redding, top of the key to McCoy. 1 minute to go in the first half. McCoy hits, and it's 38-28. Connecticut's lead cut down to 10. 54 seconds to go in the first half. Huskies might just dribble this ball out, waiting for one last shot as Hobbs taking his sweet old time, coming across half court. And as soon as he gets across half court, Larry Washington will be on him. Hobbs dribbling the ball around with his right hand. Bounce pass to Thompson, top of the key, right side to Miller. Miller looking underneath, playing very tentatively. Top of the key to Alex Innes. Alex Innes out to Hobbs, and the Huskies taking their time, 30 seconds to go in the half. Hobbs dribbling on the left side, looking for Bailey. Now it goes towards the middle, gets it to Thompson. Thompson right side to Miller. Miller looking around, tries to get it to Bailey, but it's swiped by Goodwin. Goodwin all alone, and he slams it. 38-30 with 17 seconds to go. The Huskies are going to have to hurry. Bad pass by Glenn Miller, give him a turnover. Hobbs talking to Perdo as there's only 10 seconds to go. Hobbs is going to have to push this ball up the court. 8 seconds. Hobbs still with the ball. Right side to Bailey. Bailey holding the ball. Thompson top of the key. Left side Miller. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. They're not going to get a shot off, and the buzzer goes off. Oh, terrible play for the Huskies in the last minute. But at halftime, Connecticut does lead. We're at halftime here at the Hartford Civic Center. Halftime score, Connecticut 38, St. John's 30. We'll be back with all